All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. My friends, my family. What's going on, soul family? Hello, Kenyetta. Namaste to you. Meditative. Namaste. Soul family. Kearns. Joker. Greetings to you, my friend. Hello, Grace. Good day to you as well. How's everyone doing? What's up? I got the keys. Let's go, man. The Soul Fam is here. How is everyone doing, man? How are the energies, y'all? How is this place treating you at this moment? Let's get to the message of the day. Something popped up. That's not it. Give me something, Spirit. Give me something for the collective right now, Spirit. Spirit isn't here. Okay, message of the day. Gotta make sure the vibes are good. Gotta make sure Spirit is here and Spirit's actually listening to me. Give me something for the collective. Message of the day. This feels like the message of the day. Sometimes messages of the days don't have to be affirmations. They don't have to be, I'm amazing, I'm great, you know? Sometimes it's just a small little message. A small little tiny bit of hope. A small little bit of guidance. Yeah? A little bit of inspiration. A little bit of a motivation. To know that you're going the right way. To know that you're walking the right path. That you're meant to be walking on. Yes. Yeah. So if this message of the day resonates with you, which I'm sure it resonates with everyone, even if you can't see it, look for it. Yes? If this message of the day resonates with you, take it and put it in your heart and know it as absolute truth. Yes? Okay, awesome. Alright, y'all, let's see. I won't be able to hang for long, but hoping the Soul family is great. Moving into my apartment today after 10 years of praying. Let's go, Queen Alien, making moves. Putting her absolute force into the universe, man. Let's go. Manifesting like how we're supposed to, man. I'm happy for you, Queen Alien. You're putting in work. You're doing your thing. You're actually walking your path. You're actually walking your path, bro. Everybody has their timing, okay? Fantastic, baby. Let's go. Meditative. I'm good. Always high vibes at home. But it's been hard week. Heavy energies these days. All right, man. Awesome. I'm glad you're feeling good, Kearns. It's always good that you're feeling good, my man. Random Thoughts with K, hello. What up, anime boy? Hello, Etheric. It's Friday, that's right. It's Friday. Edgar, thank you so much for last time. It was perfect. Oh, you're very much welcome, my friend. You're very, very, very welcome. Kenyetta, going through a major heartbreak. Keep crying, keep randomly crying. 30 years off and on of never getting over this person. He was my first love. It's like I'm always drawn to him, but my life somehow comes between us. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, Kenyetta, well, I'm gonna send you some prayers. Okay, I'm gonna send you some love vibes. If anybody in here as well can pray for Kenyetta, you know, give her some strength in what she's going through and stuff like that. Also, Kenyetta, this is I know it's heavy. This is giving you a chance to look inside of yourself even more. Yeah, like this is probably giving you a chance to return to yourself and look within yourself, right? Look at be very deep with yourself, right? Why are you here? Why are you actually here, right? Are you meant for something bigger, right? Look within yourself, yeah? What is God trying to teach you right now, Kenyetta? Thanks, guys. I was asking Edgar to help me manifest this a year ago. Y'all have been here through it all, so thank you. Let's go, Queen Alien, man. Let's go. You know, yes, we all want to help. All of us want to help the collective, obviously, yeah. But at the end of the day, it was still you, Queen Alien. It was still you, yeah, you. You were the one that manifested this. Yes, it was you. So congratulations, okay? Alright, as soon as I got the keys, I started getting YouTube ideas. Been blocked those 10 years. You know what's... I'm so happy you said that, Queen Alien, because I still get... I'm still a human, so I'm still going to be with my lower self, you know what I mean? From time to time. And there's times where I'll just get really lower thoughts. I'm like, am I supposed to be doing this? What is my actual purpose? Maybe my purpose isn't this. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Blah, blah, blah. But as soon as I get into my office, right? As soon as I begin to meditate and I begin to, you know, even grab my crystal and all that stuff, all that goes away. All of it. Completely. And it's just like, focus on my purpose now. And it's like your purpose gives you purpose. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm glad you said that, Queen Alien, and I'm pretty sure that's what's happening to a lot of us as well. A lot of us already kind of know what we want to do, what our authenticity is, how we want to speak our truth. We just don't believe in ourselves enough to do it, right? And since we're not doing it, we're not on our purpose, right? We won't feel good, if that makes sense. We won't feel purposeful, right? So sometimes meditating and visualizing and all that stuff, sometimes, yeah, it's going to work, but sometimes what we need is just to get up and just do our purpose. You know what I mean? Get up and do what we came here to do, right? To express our authenticity, no matter what people think. If people think we're delusional or crazy, it doesn't matter. You know, they're not in our wavelength anyway. You know what I mean? Can you help me figure out my mission or purpose? Yeah, what's up, Jimothy? Yeah, of course, man. Usually Lightworkers, right? Lightworkers, spiritualists like us, most likely you're a Starseed as well. We have spiritual missions, you know? So, it's usually most of the time, it's about spreading the word of God in however way we want to spread it, right? And it usually always involves, right, our practice, our spiritual practice. So while you're doing your spiritual practice, Jimothy, right, like healing and stuff like that, through your healing, you're gonna get moments of, you know, kundalinis and aha moments and things like that, and that will shine a light to your higher self, right? Will uncover your higher self. Your higher self already knows what you need to do, right? Your higher self already knows what your mission and what your purpose is. It's what your authenticity is, what your love is, what you want to spread out to the world. It's usually spiritual awareness with spiritual people, usually, right? Or sometimes it's love, right? Just spreading love in whatever which way you can, right? So if you can't figure out your mission right now, it's 100% it's a spiritual mission, yeah? So look within yourself on the things that you like the things that you like, that you really like, not that the things that society is making you like, right? Society says you're supposed to like this type of car, or you're supposed to like this type of house, right? None of that crap. Let go of all that shit, right? And return to yourself. What do you actually want to do? Your little boy inside, right? What does your little boy want to do? Wants to draw? Do they want to create, right? I was told to use my story to lead others. I've been sober for 2 years. How can I use that? There you go. There you go. You already have your. This is perfect. I'm glad you told me this. So, how do you use that? Well, one of the best ways to spread awareness, right? And your story is going to help a lot of people, right? A lot of people. So, social media. Social media is the best way to spread your message. Speak about your truth, right? And here's the cool part about social media, right? And about, I guess, yourself, is that you're not really, your purpose is more about you, right? It's about you being an example for others, right? So in your social media and the things that you talk about and all that stuff, you can speak about your experiences. You can speak about how you overcame certain things, right? You can speak, you could even go deep, as in, like, it's basically like you're speaking to your past self. Of all the things that you've learned in your social media, when you make a post, right? Speak as if like you were speaking to your past self. Because there's people that were in your predicament right now. And those are the people you're speaking to, right? That'll be kind of like your market in a way. Right? So social media is perfect for this. Yeah, and most likely there's something inside of you that most likely probably says, you probably already know that you're supposed to do this, right? You just kind of need, you're welcome. You're welcome. You just kind of need someone like myself or whatever to tell you, this is it, man. Go for it. It's pretty obvious, Jimothy, right? That this is kind of like what you have to do anyway. And I know inside your heart, it's pretty obvious that this is what you have to do. You're gonna help a lot of people, man. Right? You're gonna help a lot of people. Work on your chakras. Work on your lower chakra. Work on your root chakra. Right? Your root chakra. There's a lot of your fears and traumas are in your root chakra, and it goes all the way up to your throat chakra. Right? Especially the fear of judgment. Right? Blocks your throat chakra, and you are gonna be using your throat chakra a lot. Right? So work on your fears. Work on fear of judgment. Work on the fear of failure. Those are two big fears, especially when it comes to social media and speaking your truth in business, all right? You got this, Jimothy. You have an amazing journey ahead of you, man, all right? Amazing journey. Any single time you need some form of guidance, God is there. And just because God doesn't speak to you, right? You can speak to God, and if you can't hear a voice, it doesn't matter. God will speak to you through the universe, through signs, right? Through thought forms, yeah, through feelings. Okay. All right. You just got to figure out how to do what you do without working 12 hours a day. Yep, exactly. You know what's crazy, guys? You know why so many of us light workers are being pushed, right, to do social media and content creation? It's because this new earth that's being formed, the 9 to 5 job is becoming obsolete, right? It's gonna take a while. It's probably gonna take up until like 2035, maybe even 2030, right? But it's coming. It's coming pretty fast too. You know what I mean? So it's gonna turn from a 9 to 5 system to a creator-based system, right? People are not going to be working so hard anymore, right? More people are going to be speaking their truths online. It's going to be even easier to make money online. I promise you, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. So don't worry, y'all. This is like the beginning, barely, of the creator-based system where everybody's going to want to make money online, right? It's like barely starting. And yes, it's a part of the new earth as well. You know. Hello, Riley. Nicolette, hi. Could you please shed some light on my darkness? Okay, well, Nicolette, Usually it's always in the extremes, right? It's from love to fear. So, what do you fear? What is it that, causes you fear, right? There's a lot of fears that we have. It's always usually fear of judgment. It's a very, very big one. We're afraid of being judged by others. So we are molded into, we create versions of ourselves where society will deem, okay, that's acceptable, right? That's the fear of judgment. But you make yourself small and you limit yourself for society, yeah. So these are your fears, You have to release these fears, and these are wounded parts of yourself, right? Release these fears through shadow work. Now, there's a lot more fears as well. There's fears of fear of failure, right? Fear of persecution, I think, is what Lord Joker is saying down here, which is kind of the same thing as fear of judgment. Yeah. If you want me to, I can do a scan right now, but I need you to consent. Obviously, like I can do a scan of my body or of my astral body, and I can kind of maybe even see where your fears are at through my intuition. Fear persecution made me tons of content since 2016. Never posted a thing. It's time, Lord Joker. It's time. It's time. Fear of judgment isn't real. Fear is an illusion, right? Fear of judgment is something we are creating for ourselves. You know what I mean? Even if others judge you, that is their experience. You know what I mean? That is their way of judging you. It's not your own way. It's their universe. So if they judge you, so who cares? Everything is experience anyway. There's a version of them in another completely other universe that is not judging you. So it doesn't matter. Everything happens all at once. All possibilities are happening right now, right? So just focus on you, right? If you have fear of judgment, focus only on you. Doesn't matter anyway. People that are judging you right now, there's a other universe where it's literally swapped and you are judging them. You see how when you look at the universe like this, like outside the box, how God looks at it, right? Like you're looking at the Matrix, right? Man, that stuff, all that judgment and fear, failure, all that shit goes away. It becomes an illusion again, how it's supposed to be. To our truest self. Nicolette. For me, yes, for you, Nicolette. I'm rolling up my sleeves, man. Okay. Show me Nicolette. See, I can already kind of see, Nicolette, that like as a child, you were given space to talk, right? But also, because there's people that as kids they weren't even able to talk at all, right? So that takes a lot of weight. That takes a lot of away from you. There's a lot of trauma. But with you, I know that there's times where you were allowed to speak yourself and all that stuff. But there is still a lot of control here, and there's still a lot of things from older people, people around you, especially adults around you, that program certain things in your mind to take that belief away from you, right? But it was unintentional a lot of the times. It was they weren't trying to take your soul away or anything. It was just intentional lower energies from them. Okay, so there's this certain belief that you don't have of yourself. Okay, this feels like an inner child belief that you don't have of yourself. It came from your inner child, right? Does this resonate, Nicolette? It does. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's your inner child, Nicolette. Your inner child. Sometimes your inner child in certain predicaments or situations or even thought patterns that you have about yourself, right? How you view yourself. Uh, um, your inner child is like in a corner. I see them in like a corner, like they're afraid to stand out. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's from little moments of when you were a child, Nicolette. Little moments that you don't even sometimes you don't even remember these little moments that programmed you. Little moments program you. You can't say this, can't do this, you can't this, you can't that, you can't this, right? A lot of can'ts, and you're doing it to yourself as well. A lot of limits, right? Especially society's limits. Yeah. So for you, it's for you what you're doing to Colette, right? Because some people have shame, some people have extreme guilt, right? Um, um, some people have just extreme fear, right? But for you, it's more of like just self-limiting beliefs about yourself, right? Which are like fears, but they're not rooted in shame or anything, you know. Um, no, this is just a fear of failure. It's what you have. Fear of failure. Fear of not being good enough. This weird measurement that you have, Nicolette, that you have to be good enough, right? That's destroy that thought process. Destroy this belief that you have. This is the belief that your inner child has, by the way. Okay? There are no limits. There are no nothing. Spirituality isn't about you being good enough for others or all that stuff, right? It's about you just being yourself. When you are being yourself, your truest self, you're automatically in your higher timeline. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. So, there's a lot of people in here that have so many other techniques. So if you guys know how to speak or affirmations or anything for the inner child to let go of certain ideas and limits, let Nicolette know. There's a lot of awesome people here that know about these things. But for me, I would say that your inner child does not need logic right now. Okay, Nicolette? Yeah? Your inner child does not need you to explain things like this way and this way and this way. Your inner child needs frequency, which is love. That's it. Love. So they can feel safe. Once they start feeling safe, right? I can almost feel you shaking right now, or someone's shaking. I feel like maybe it's your inner child that's shaking or something. But yeah, you need to give it love, just the love energy, love, 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 until it feels safe, and then it starts to believe in itself again. You know what I'm saying? In this process, right? It's not as hard as people think. Right, because again, we all look at things when we want to do shadow work and things like that. We all want to look at books, right? This book is going to say the perfect prompt, and it's going to say the perfect affirmation, and it's going to say the perfect thing, right? But that's not how it works. You have to feel it. You have to feel everything that you're doing when you're doing shadow work. Truly feel it. It's like you're speaking with feelings to your inner child, rather than, you know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, if you can meditate or anything like that. Get into a deep trance if you can. Yeah, visualize you and your inner child sitting in the same room together. You can visualize her inside of you, right? That's kind of what I like to do, or next to you, or whatever. But feel, like, affirm that this is my inner child, and feel like you are that inner child, right? When you feel this, you're going to start feeling all of your traumas and your fears and stuff like that. Okay? Sometimes you're gonna need to let it out. Sometimes you just need to cry. Let it all out. It's okay. Then you come back to your inner child and you tell yourself, basically, that you are loved. And you say it with such love in your voice, like as if you're almost like the divine feminine saying it. Does this make sense? This is how it works. This is how spirituality works, right? It's all about intention. Sometimes you have to do it scared. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You know, when it comes to being an alchemist, right? It's not about turning pain into like just love, right? Or just only using love. That's not what alchemists do. Alchemists just transform. Right? That's all they do. Is just to transform energy into this energy. That's what alchemist does, right? So even then, like let's say you're scared, right, or even angry, right? You can turn that energy of fear or that energy of anger into motivation. It doesn't have to be like love for everything. It could just be, you know what? Screw this. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of being here all day. I'm gonna do something today, even if it's just one thing. I'm gonna do it because I love myself. Right? That's also alchemy. Yeah? Okay. I'll share something that keeps happening to me lately, which I can't understand, and it's really scary. Okay, Noor. There you are. Okay. So I was relaxing that day, and suddenly I saw an image of a person, wasn't a human, and then I felt my soul being pulled out of my body. Literally, I was very scary. I couldn't go with it, and got myself. Interesting. How did you feel while this was happening? Hello, Eli. You just got visited by a spirit, Noir. That's what was happening. You just got visited by a spirit in the spiritual realm. Maybe he was trying to tell you something. Most of the times when spirits come to us like that, it's always that they're trying to teach you something or show you something, right? Always. All right. Hello, Earth Angel. Yes, Earth Angel. Yes, I'm so glad you put that. For example, putting a picture of you when as a child, every morning looking at the picture and saying, "I love you. You are beautiful," is very powerful. Yes, 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 yes. That is what my counterpart did, and that's how she was able to heal a very big part of her little girl. She looked at a picture of herself and was speaking to it. It's very, very powerful. Good stuff, Earth Angel. Very good technique. Two out of that relaxation. But ever since, every time I try to sleep, the same thing happens, and I pull myself out of it every time. Interesting. It felt like it was death. Ah, okay, cool. So you just had the angel of death visit you. There's no need to be afraid. You know what I mean? It's not your time, you know? I had a very interesting conversation with the angel of death as well. Yeah. You know, here's the funny thing about death, y'all. There's literally no reason to be afraid of death. Because you die all the time. You know what I'm saying? We're always dying. Right? There's a version of us that died today. In another world. Right? You know what's even crazier? If you do die, right? You have a chance to come back to this experience again. And just start where you left off. That shit's real, man. But if you have a destiny, and your destiny is you're gonna die this way, then that's how you're gonna die, right? So don't be afraid of death. Look in your heart, feel the truth. Yeah? It's your intuition. Feel. Am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to not die right now? Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be here. Then that's it. That's the truth, right? Are demons real? Depends how you ask this question. Demons are to me, okay? Demons are just a label, right? A label that we give distorted energy, right? Now, since everything in the universe has consciousness, right? And if you, with the law of focus, begin to focus on this consciousness, you, because consciousness dictates reality, you begin to form the consciousness in this energy. We create those demons. When there's distorted energy around us, and we focus on this energy, and then we give it a name like, oh, that's my demon. Boom, it turns into a demon. Right? Or however you want to look at demons. Right? But the truest aspect of demons is just energy that is distorted. It's just it's just parts of us that is unconscious, that doesn't know, that it's confused. Right? And then we need to soothe it so it can return to love again. That's what demons actually are. Okay. Good question. If you're doing bad, can you do a scan, please? It's getting a little dark and scary, man. Alright, no worries, man, no worries. Just relax yourself, yeah? Relax yourself. Understand that you are with God always, wherever it is that you are. It is just right now your perception is a little low, but no worries. We're gonna get right back to the higher perception, okay? Remember, y'all, perception is consciousness. Okay, it's how you intake things, perceive, right? Since all dimensions are here now, right? If we perceive something, let's say I perceive this as a higher dimension, right? Well, then here, the dimension will change to the higher one. That's how healing works. That's how everything works. It's through your perspective, how you take things in, consciousness, yeah? Remember this, Skirt, remember? Hopefully this gives you your power back, okay? Because it's the absolute truth, man. Anxiety and paranoia, huh, Skirt? Is this what you're feeling? Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, Skirt. All right. Understand, Skirt, that what's happening to you, right? It doesn't have to have labels. It doesn't have to have any of that stuff, okay? Right? It is just an energy. It's not because of this, right? It's not because of that. It's not because of this person. It's not because of the situation. It's not because of any of that. I want you to let go of all that crap in your mind right now. Yeah? Then I just want you to return to yourself, man. You know what I mean? Even if the anxiety is still there, it doesn't matter, okay? Now we're going to view the anxiety, right? And this energy, and I kind of feel it like around here actually. This energy that you have, right? we're only going to view it as distortion. Chaotic. Right? Don't return to yourself, okay? Tell yourself this is not scary, even though it feels like it, right? Remember, feeling like it's scary and it actually being scary is two different things. Yes? So even if it feels scary right now, you're going to tell yourself, this is not scary. I know what you are. You don't scare me. You don't put fear in me. I know what you are. You are only energy. You are only energy. Write this down if you have to. Say it out loud if you have to, okay? Take your power back right now. Okay? You're manifesting lower energies because you believe in it too much. Okay? Not your fault though. Everybody that's in lower frequencies happens to this and happens to everyone. No worries. Okay? We're gonna get you right back to the higher dimensions, baby. Okay? First, you gotta start believing in the higher dimensions. A lot of thoughts in your mind right now that don't believe in the higher dimensions of God. Yeah? So begin to believe in love again. Give love a chance, man. Love is real, man. Okay? Tell yourself these things. Okay? Understand that your lower energy right now, distortion, your demon, whatever you want to call it, that is with you right now, okay, is teaching you about yourself. Remember, this isn't a demon that's out there. It is a demon that you perceived. Even if it was from out there, it's still your own because you perceived it. Okay? That should give you power. It should not take away your power, by the way. That should give you power because now you know that you have control over it. But it's not through focusing with your eyes or anything. It's through the feeling inside of you. That's how you're going to get this away. Right? Because it's right here. You can almost feel it. Like it's right here. Right? And then down here as well. Like right here. What is it teaching me? What is the point of it though? That's the point. Right? The point of it is to get you to ask this question. You know what I'm saying? The point is to get you to ask this question. The point is to get you to be here right now. The point is for you to observe this energy. Right? And then eventually, you're going to figure it out. But you have to be super, super, super vulnerable and deep with yourself. Okay? Now, it's pretty obvious that that you're feeling, it feels like this energy entered you through a thought process. Like you were thinking something, right? It's something that you usually think as well, maybe even just a belief about the universe or a belief about yourself or whatever. You were thinking this and then, boom, it like entered you through a thought process and is the energy of anxiety, right? And since it entered you through a thought process, now with your focus, you are giving it this label of like, oh, this thought right here is how this thought is the thing that's fucking me up. It's not the thought at all. It's just an energy. Yeah? Okay, do you have any tips on how I should deal with it when it's a panic attack? Okay. Okay, my best tip that you need someone to talk to. If you don't have anybody to talk to, have someone to talk to, someone that is close to you, someone around you. If you need to talk to a therapist or things like that, those things help, man. They really do. Sometimes you just need to talk to people, yeah? Okay? Quantum healing helps a lot, all that stuff, you know? But for you just need intention. Because when I can tell people all these techniques, but it's not going to work unless they know it's going to work. Right? The hardest part about the dark night of the soul or the lower self and all that stuff, the hardest part is doing your best, right, to return to divinity. Because you don't believe in it yet, because you're in a lower frequency. That's why it's hard. But you have to give these beliefs of love a try. Even if it hurts, even if it's like I can't even say it. Say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Say it anyway. Do it anyway. Write down your affirmations anyway. Write down, I'm going to overcome this. I don't care. I don't care what this energy has to say. It's not even me anyway. It's just a confused, distorted energy. Stop giving it power. Stop giving this anxiety power. It's not real. It's just a distorted energy. Think like this. Think like this. Tell yourself this. Just like how I'm telling you right now with all this energy that I'm giving you. Yeah? Look in the mirror and tell yourself, that shit ain't real, bro. That energy, this energy, that's not real. I'm a spiritual being. I'm a spiritual being. I'm going to overcome this. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care how much you try to scare me. It's not real anyway. You're an illusion. Tell yourself this in the mirror. Be real with yourself. Tell yourself this in the mirror and be super intentional. What you're missing is intention. Yeah? I agree, it's not even real. Beautiful. Tell yourself this in the mirror and be real with it. Be real with it. Like you're speaking to your little brother or something. Because you kind of are. When you speak to yourself in the mirror, you're speaking to your wounded self in the mirror. That's why that works. Right? There's a version of you right now, skirt, that is not feeling so well. And I can feel that version. But there's still a version of you right now that is the higher self, that's there, that's chilling. When you speak to yourself in the mirror, act like you are your higher self speaking to your wounded self. And get the point across. If you have to yell at yourself, do it. Get the point across. That's what shadow work is. Right? Go check out the movie Good Will Hunting. In that one scene where Robin Williams gets, what's his name? Matt Damon to admit, right? Admit his insecurities because he wouldn't want to admit them. He got it out of him by saying it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And he just kept saying it over and over and over again until he finally cried and let it out. That's what you need to do as well. Okay? Intention, 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 intention. Not just, I love myself. I believe in myself. No. I love myself. I know I love myself. Right? The more you're like this, the more intention you give, the more of the energy, your vital force energy gets thrown out into the universe. That's what intention is. And then it will manifest this. Okay, Skirt? You got this, man. You can do this. You will. You will do this. Okay? I got the keys, my friend, with the super chat. The first super chat of the live. Let's freaking go. I got the keys. Thanks, my brother. All right. Let me return to my divinity as well. And let's see what the crystal ball has to say for you. Yeah, I got the keys. Show me, crystal. Show me. Show me. I got the keys. You know what I'm hearing? I got the keys. I hear that there are more secrets to tell. There are more secrets to tell you. You, when you get into that meditative trance that you get when you are meditating. I know you do. I know you can get into a trance when you're meditating. I know you do. They want you to do it as much as you possibly can. There's secrets for you. Right? That trance that you get when you're meditating or you're staring at the wall. More. More until you see in between. There's going to be secrets for you, okay? Secrets meaning there's probably guidance for you there. And it's going to be all through feeling. Yeah. Yeah, Yes. Okay. I think that should be it. Thank you so much for a super chat. Sarah, I watched an older live where you were talking about ancient Egypt and wolf spirit animals. 100% for me. That's why you probably saw it, Sarah. That's awesome. You know, when you begin to align yourself to your true calling, like even things that you think are you're doing randomly is like guidance. You know what I'm saying? And it guides you to whatever it is that you need to listen to that day, or whatever theme that you're learning that day. You know what I mean? So when you fall out of alignment, you will feel it because you won't get that as much. You know, especially synchronicities as well. You know what I mean? Chuck Norris, Edgar the Alchemist. Do I have any messages from the other side from my spirit guides? What's up, Chuck Norris? Let's see if we have any messages. Oof. Okay. This is very targeted, Chuck Norris. The things around you, Chuck Norris. By the way, this is one of your spirit guides that is saying this. Okay. It doesn't feel like a female or a male. It just feels like both. This type of spirit guide. But which usually when it's both, it usually means that they're like of higher energy, right? So basically, what this spirit guide is saying is that don't. No, what is he saying? Shifting blame. Okay, it's not the people around you. Okay, Chuck Norris. Okay, it's not the people around you. It's not your environment. Okay, it's literally just you. It's literally just you. You can change your perception at any time you want. Anytime. You just have to work at it, right? But again, this is a mindset change that they're trying to give you, right? They're trying to give you this mindset to look at the world or perceive, right? The world as not outside things happening to you, right? More of like it's just you perceiving things on the outside. It's how you take things in. Take your power back, okay? Nothing on the outside can change your opinion. Nothing on the outside can move you or anything. It is yourself that's doing it. They can never force you to move. It is you that's doing that. Take your power back, okay? And the way to do this is just you can do it now. You don't need a technique or an affirmation. You can just do it now with your thought process. Right now, as you're listening to me, take in what I'm telling you as truth. Take it in and know, okay, this is exactly what I need to do, right? Then the timeline gets manifested. Then you can also ask your guides, you know, remind me of this. What, like the next time, if there's a situation, right, where I need to be reminded of this, spirit, remind me. Spirit will remind you. The universe will remind you with a thought or something. Then it's up to you, right? If you get that thought, then it's up to you to, okay, maybe I'll look at it this way rather than the way I used to look at it. And then that's how you're going to start changing your habits, okay? This is a habit, it's limiting you, okay? You're looking on the outside rather than looking within. Did someone else? Okay. I spoke to my twin flame after a while in a chat. I felt like he did not want to speak. Should I stop speaking? Or do I have any messages from my guides? Alright, Paraguay. Alright, my friends. I do give free readings, but donations are very, very much appreciated, okay? They're not mandatory, okay? So if you do want a reading or just a quick reading, a quick scan of your energy, go ahead and ask, and I'll get to you, okay? I'm hearing give space. I'm hearing give space, Paraguay. Okay? Right. Just give some space. Don't assume so much. It feels like there's something going on with him. That's more about him rather than you. Okay? Okay. Yep. That's what it feels like. So give him space, right? It's a chance to focus on you. That's what I hear. Chance to focus on you. Okay? Then when it's time to come together, you will come together again. It's like a little hiccup right now. Nothing to do with you. And this is also a message from your guides as well, okay? At least it feels like this is your guides speaking to me. It is. Use your understanding. That's what I heard from your guides, okay, Paraguay? Use your understanding, okay? Understanding doesn't necessarily have to mean empathy, I guess. Although that would be good too, right? But just understand. Understand the plan, the cosmic plan. Understand what you're going through. Understand what they're going through. And just flow right now. The universe wants you to flow right now. It doesn't want you to force anything. Okay. We got a super chat. Sweet Fire. I like that name, man. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Hello. Scan my energy. Goo would be... yes, of course. I got you. Definitely, Sweet Fire. Show me. Sweet Fire. Show me. Well, you're an adventurous person. You know, I can feel it already. I can feel, obviously you're sweet fire, so you're sweet, you know, obviously, but you're have an adventurous personality, you know what I mean? And you love to uplift people. Uplift them, because there's different types of healing, you know, some people are just love, I love you, some people give advice like me. You like to uplift people, make them feel good, man. And you have a fear of failure, okay? Yeah? Because you set limits upon yourself, okay? For the person that you think you need to be still, even though you already know this, it's crazy, you know? You still have limits upon yourself for the person that you think you need to be, right? And I'm holding my hand out here because it's like an avatar of a person that you think you need to be, and you're showing it to society. Like, am I right? Is this right? Is this good? Right? Erase all that. Erase all that. It's taking away your authenticity. Okay? It's like you created an identity, right? For society. But that's not needed anymore. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome, Sweetfire. Thank you again for the super chat. So, I guess my advice right now would identify this identity, right? That you have, that you created, okay? And oh my goodness, someone already sent a PayPal donation. Let's freaking go, man. All right, I'll get to you guys in a little bit, okay? Let me see, because I need to know what the question was. Okay, all right, anyway, okay, Sweetfire. Okay, so you have to locate this, and I know you can kind of do this, you know, it's not like you're a complete beginner when it comes to spirituality or anything, but you need to locate in your inner world, right? You need to locate this identity that you have for society. This identity is limiting you, okay? This is blocking your throat chakra, and even your heart chakra a little bit. You have a lot to express, okay? You have a lot to give of yourself. Follow that instead, yeah? And focus on that instead. And let go of this identity, this false identity. Water helps a lot, right? You can cleanse yourself with water, use the elements. Fire is perfect for transformation. Use what you have. We have the whole universe. You can connect to anything. Okay, thank you so much, Sweetfire. I appreciate you, okay? Thank you so much for the super chats. Okay. Let me get to... Okay. Who was it that tipped? I think it's Alexis. Okay. Hi, Edgar. Can you please tell me something about my guides and where you think my soul might come from? Okay. I'm trying to find out more about who I am. I can tell you where your soul where your soul is in where your star families are. I can tell you that by reaching into your signature, your soul signature. Because in your soul signature, all versions of yourself are in there, okay? So let me do that real quick. I need to see your name, though. Seeing your name helps a lot with me being able to scan you. I'll just do it like that. Oh, okay. Okay. This might, Alexis, right? If you're here. This might even explain why you might have some certain traumas. Okay. You are from Lyra, or you're a Lyran. Excuse me. Okay. And a Lyran is like a cat-like starseed being. That's where you come from. Yeah, and your family's there too, right? And I think you also have memories, right? Because there's some trauma. I think you also have memories of the war that happened between the Lyrans and the Reptilians, okay? Because I felt that in there a little bit. Lyra, yes, Lyra. Lyra. It's a star system. It's your starseed. They're like cat-like beings, but they're very... I mean, if anybody knows the Lyrans, I'm sure there's a couple Lyrans in here. You know what I mean? I'm a Lyran myself. Yeah? It's just cat-like beings with very, very feminine, peaceful energy. Okay? Peaceful energy. At least they were at one point, until they got attacked. You know what I mean? It was basically, the Lyrans were basically the start of this whole universe. Look, we got another Lyran right here. Let's go, Christina. I forgot. There you go. And there's a couple other Lyrans in here as well. So that's where you come from, okay? That's where you come from. There's a lot online about Lyrans, if you want to check them out, right? Lyrans, Pleiadians, Octurians, and maybe Andromedans. No, more like Lyrans, Pleiadians, Octurians, Lemurians, right? These are the main ones. We know about them. Blue rays, blue avians. Those are we don't know too much about them yet. Yeah, man. You're welcome. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate that, okay? Alright. Tuning to group energy here and feel that just change point of view, look beyond box, take breaks out of what's fear area and get you manifested where you... Yes, man. Very good. See how... This is what I love about what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because you, Nina, you just said everything that I'm saying, but in a completely different way. You know what I'm saying? And so, when you say it your way, right, there's going to be a whole bandwidth, a whole vibration of people out there that vibe with how you say your truth. Even though it's the same as how I'm saying it, and it's the same as how Joe Dispenza is saying it, it's the same as how Dolores Cannon says it, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be people that vibe with your truth. Just like all the people here that vibe with my truth, right? That's what's so cool about what we're doing, y'all. There's no gatekeepers. We can't be wrong on what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, Christina. Like, we got a couple Lyrans already, man. I know Christina's a Lyran. I got the keys. You're a Lyran? I got the keys? I know you're Octurian, my brother. Paraguay's a Lyran. We got meditative as well. We got a whole ass cat family right here. Hello, Proba. I'm truly a cat person. This is weird. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't call myself a cat person, although I'm becoming one, if that makes sense. But I just love dogs as well. I just love animals in general. But right before I learned that I was Lyran, right before I became spiritual, I got my cats. And it was the most random thing. So if you guys have just recently gotten cats into your life, know that that's not know that that's on purpose by the universe. You know what I mean? Cats and dogs as well, you know, they bring a lot of spiritual energy, right? Because they're kind of already in the spiritual realm. Especially cats. Cats are very spiritual. So if you have a little homie at home, a little cat, a dog, right? A bird, a snake, whatever pet you have, it's there on purpose. It's there for a reason. That little spirit wants to be with you in your mission, in your purpose. They want to aid you. Whenever you come home and you don't feel so good, little doggy is right there to say hi. Little kitty is right there to say hi. Make you feel better. Yeah? I have a life or a few, yes. Yeah, definitely you definitely have a few. I know you have. Yeah, I can see your signature almost of just all the experiences. Man, time really is like a spiral, y'all. It's really not linear at all, man. When you look at yourself, or even just look at someone else and try to scan their energy, it's literally a spiral, y'all. You know what I mean? And if you focus on the events, because consciousness is events and consciousness is experience. So if there was an energy, that energy is going to give you an experience or an event, right? And we're made up of all of that. We're made up of our truest self, right? It's all consciousness, all experiences. You know what I mean? And each one of those experiences is another version of ourself, you know? So it really is like a spiral when you look at someone and time, you know? You know, Christina, I don't get too many Andromedans. I feel like Andromedans are more rare. I don't remember any versions of me being an Andromeda, so I know I'm not an Andromedan, you know? Or Pleiadian. But there's a lot of Pleiadians though. Pleiadians are freaking everywhere, man. Pleiadians and Octurians. Like those are the at least from what the Octurians and the Syrians tell me, Pleiadians and the Octurians are the ones that are more here on Earth. But yeah, Andromedans, I don't see too many. Oh, never mind. We got one right here with Paraguay. Ancient as fuck. That's right. All right. Any advice for dealing with dissolving a 3D personality, seeing a family members with entity attachments or possessions, while being highly sensitive starseed, dealing with persecution, trauma? Okay. Well, you already kind of understand what you have, like what your fears are, which is fear of persecution, fear of judgment, fear of failure, all that stuff. You already kind of understand this, and you already understand as well. You're already very you know, you're good at observing things, so you already know what it is that you need to tackle or you need to get away from and all that stuff. So the best thing for you right now is change your perception on these things, okay? You know, and I know when I say that it's like it's hard. It's actually not that hard, right? You just have to try to change the perception on things. Change the way you view things. Change the way you view even your family. View it more from a spiritual awareness, rather than just being here in the 4D, 4D, 3D. Look at it from like your highest self, right? Look at your predicament like from your highest self. You're not experiencing your family, okay? You're not experiencing them. You're experiencing yourself. So if your family comes at you with lower energies, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Change your perception on that. It's all part of the plan of God. It's all part of the plan of God. In other universes that are happening right now, you are the bad guy in their story. Bad guy. Let go of all these limits. Let go of all these things, all these beliefs. Return just to yourself. This is what the spiritual journey is about. You're experiencing yourself, right? They're not there because they're assholes to you. They're there because they trigger something inside of you, right? As soon as you begin to shift your perception on this and look at the world from the highest point of view, which is your eagle eye, which is your higher self, looking at everything, right? You're not going to cast judgment or anything. No judgment, no fear. So change your perception first on these things, okay? Another thing too that I want people to understand, stop focusing so much on entity possessions. Stop focusing so much on entity attachments and demons and all that stuff. We didn't come here to do that. We didn't come here to be aware of demons everywhere. Because if we are, we're just going to be in fear all the time. We're going to be noticing everyone's demons. That's not the point of being in here. The point of being in here is to experience the human experience. That's it. Experience the human experience and the challenges that come with this. And it is still up to you through your perception and your beliefs to look at this, your human experience as, man, this sucks, there's a lot of lower energies here, or I get to live a life of fulfillment here, even if I have challenges. right? So switch how you view things, man. Switch how you view things. You're here because this is for you to experience yourself. Nothing to do with others, okay? And begin to tell yourself this. These are affirmations, okay? And also, if it's time to leave, right? Like, this will be the last thing I'll say to you, I guess. Yeah, this will be the last thing. There's going to be times in your life, opportunities, right? Where this place is going to give you a way out. But you have to ask for it, right? Ask God for this. Be patient too. It's not going to come right away. There's going to be something, a new job, a new opportunity, a new this, go to this place, go rent a house here, go somewhere else. There's going to be something. Ask for it. Ask for it. Don't attach yourself to this. And then move when it is time. When you see, oh, this might be my opportunity, take the opportunity. Maybe it's time for me to leave now. Oh, I'm going to get a new job over here. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for me to look for a job. Whatever, right? Right? Don't let the 3D world destroy you, man. It's not as scary as it is. It's not as scary as you think. It's just your perception of it. Okay. Eli with the super chat. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. I saw a lot of 555 today. Lol. Can you scan my energy a bit? Maybe more into my spiritual growth. Oh yeah, everything I do here is about spiritual growth, right? So if I'm scanning your energy or if I'm giving you a reading, it's always about spiritual growth. Okay. I don't do readings about what is my neighbor saying about me or things like that. I don't do that. That's the silly gossip, 3D shit, right? Everything here is about growing. Okay. There's a transformation coming for you, Eli. A purification almost coming for you. This might have to do with the 555. 555 in numerology does equal change, so it could be that. Right? If you follow numerology yourself, it could also just be that the universe is just giving you a little wink. Right? But I feel a change coming for you, a transformation coming for you. It's gonna, this transformation is gonna feel subtle, but it's not. It's gonna feel subtle when you feel your feelings, right? When you feel your inner body, astral body, right? Your emotional body, it's gonna feel subtle. But then when you actually start walking around in your day-to-day life and wow, my perception is way different. The way I view things is way different. Right? This is coming for you, I think, in the next 3 months, okay, Eli? And how it's going to happen, all you really have to do, especially now that this is in your mind, is just focus on it. Focus on, I'm going to transform. Not, I'm going to transform soon. Not, I'm going to transform in 3 months, even though I said it, right? Or whatever. It's just, transformation is here. Transformation is here. You tell yourself this every day. Eventually, boom, new Eli. New version of self. A version of self that believes in themselves a little bit more. Yeah? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Thanks, I felt it too. I'm changing a lot myself lately. letting go of a lot of people and craving a lot alone. Well, okay, this may not be, again, readings can go a bunch of ways because the future doesn't actually exist, right? Everything's just now, but in 3 months. That's what I heard. Now, if you're saying that this is happening now, you can literally probably even speed it up, right? This is your world, this is your universe that you're manifesting, you know, right? So that's good. That's great. You're going to transform for sure, and it's going to be epic. Yeah. All right. Strength card has transformation. Yeah, strength card has transformation card too. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Let's go, man. Let's go. Edgar, I truly send you massive love. I hope you have great support behind you for the way you support others. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay. You know, it just makes me feel good, man. That's all. That's what it is. We are all the same. We're light workers, all of us. We want to help people, man. It feels good to help people. It feels good, man. It fulfills me, you know? So, I'm getting just as much love energy from you guys, man. At the end of the day, everyone chooses how they want to present themselves to you. Yep. If you feel like that isn't for you, then it is up to you to decide that. Yep. 100%. And what's even crazier is that, like, if you peel away all the illusions, right, and you return to, like, love, I guess, 5D, right, you're going to see that, like, even when someone shows their face at you, it is still up to you to perceive it in your own way still, right? It's not like someone's giving you an energy, right? Let's say someone said something and they give you an energy, and now their energy is yours now. That's not how it works. It's more of like they give you an energy that is out here within God in creation itself, and this energy is in both of us, and both of us are perceiving it in our own way. So if someone gives you a lower energy, they're not giving you that lower energy, right? They're showing you a lower energy, and then you are perceiving it your own way. Yes? This should give you power. Not take away your power. Some people, when I say this, it takes away their power, right? Because they don't understand God yet. But this should give you your power back. Because this means that you are the creator being of your own universe. Always. At all times. You have always had the power with you. Always. You know what I mean? Consciousness dictates the universe, my friends. Consciousness dictates the universe. Particles in the quantum realm, right? In quantum physics, particles don't begin to form until you begin to observe it. Meaning that the universe is fluid and neutral. And it's until you begin to focus on it, on whatever it is that you're focusing on, the observer, which is you, the universe begins to manifest itself. Because you decided to perceive it. That's how powerful you are, my friends. That's how powerful you are. That's it. The only reason we're not as powerful as we are, or at least as we think we are, is because it's an illusion. We are so powerful that if we believe we're not powerful, then we're going to manifest that timeline. A lot of what spirituality is, at least this journey is about giving your power back to yourself again. The power of love, not the power of force. You know, that's a false power. That's a 3D power. The power of love, the power of introspection, the power of wisdom, the power of intelligence. Discernment is discernment. 2 does, yeah, trust your intuition. Yeah, man, trusting your intuition and your feeling and your clear cognizance, right? Because like I said, there's a lot of spiritual people, including myself, that use a lot of labels. And again, a label is still, right, up to you to perceive it. If I give you a label, right, you are still perceiving that label and then perceiving it your own way, and thus create limitations for certain labels. When in reality, it has nothing to do with the label itself. It has to do with the intention behind the label. What am I saying behind the label? What are you feeling behind the label? That's the truth, is the feeling behind the label, not the label itself. So trust yourself, trust your gut. Like Kern says down here, trust your gut, trust your inner self, right? I mean, we can do it right now, right before I leave, y'all. What is your inner self telling you right now? Your truest inner self. The thing that's connected to love. What is it telling you right now? Right now, for me, it's telling me everything's gonna be okay. Right now, it's telling me everything happens in perfect timing. That's what it's telling me right now. So then, that's the truth. Because the truth, my friends, is not an idea. It's not a concept. The truth is an energy. Love is the truth, an energy. When someone is telling you the truth, it's an energy that they are expressing. Not a concept, an energy of truth, which is love. Yes? If someone says, no, fear is the truth, but it doesn't feel right, right? That does not feel right. Then it wasn't the truth because it's not an energy. Feel the truth, my friends. Don't analyze. Maybe analyze every now and then. You need to analyze things as well. But feel. Feel. Your intuition can never be wrong. Okay, my friends, 628, look at that. 28. Look, 28. The number of money. The number of abundance. If you guys see 28 everywhere, you guys know what this number is. And of course, each one of you guys has your own specific number. Just for you, my friends. As a synchronicity, obviously. Alright, y'all. This is a great live. Very good live. But I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I'm gonna go see some boxing matches, actually. All right, guys. I love you guys so very much. This was wonderful. I love that you guys are always here. You guys are always around, always here to support your boy. Until next time, I'll be back on Sunday, y'all. So Sunday 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys want to cruise it, Sunday will be it. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Sunday, y'all. Sunday, we can ask more questions, okay? I gotta go. I love you guys, man. Namaste. Bye-bye, y'all.